afternoon, evening, morning, night time, whatever it is. Welcome to Robboland's vids. I'm Rob Wheatley. This is YouTube, probably. If it's not, I don't know where the hell you're watching this, but that's where it's going. Yeah, I'm over in the woods this afternoon because I live about a minute away and I thought it'd be nice to come out here. So that's where I am, just taking a bit of a stroll. And I've got to say, actually, the last time I came over here, it was really nowhere near as overgrown as this. We've had a lot of rain, a lot of sunshine, and it's just, look at this green space. It's phenomenal, beautiful over here today. What are we in? We're in early August or middle of August or something, so it's about 5 o'clock in the afternoon, so the sun is still pretty high in the sky, and it's beautiful light over here. And I'll just sort of take a bit of a stroll over here, get away from the sofa and get away from all the guitars and all the bits of wire that are hanging out of old guitars and things like that, and just have a bit of a change of scenery. Oh, there's a chair there. I'm going to sit there for a bit. No, I'm not. I'm going to carry on walking because I've got legs and I'm not afraid to use them. So, huge thank you to the people that are supporting my channel, the new subscribers, and all the people that are making comments and just looking at the videos and just being decent people. It's fantastic. Really appreciate it, and I'm making some good mates and some good acquaintances and some good friends through that. Thank you, and thank you for all being polite to each other, and you know, regardless of which side of that guitar argument that we don't discuss on my channel, we're all getting along fine. So that's the way I want it. You know, I won't have any bitch fights on my channel. I won't put up with it at all. Anyone who wants to play those games can sling their hook, basically. So that's you know, just in case anyone was thinking of playing those games, don't bother. But anyway, it's all good, and it seems that a lot of people that were on both sides of the debate, either side of the debate, are getting on better now, and we're getting back to what's important, which is having fun, playing guitar, talking music, talking building guitars, learning guitars, tuition, passing on information, inspiring each other. And it's been really nice that a couple of people over the last few videos I've made have said that things I've done have inspired them, and likewise comments like that inspire me back, so it's really appreciated. I'm not the most motivated person on the planet. I must admit, I quite often need a push in a direction in order to get things done, and so yeah, all your comments and things like that are really gratefully received, and as a result of that, you know, I've been this last week I've been playing ukulele for one of my guitar students who wanted to learn a particular tune. He'd gone online, found the chords, and said they were nothing like what the band was playing. So I spent an hour or so going through the chords, fixing my ukulele so it's playable, then learning how to play the ukulele, then learning this song, and then working out the chords to this song. And then he came over for an hour or so last Friday, and we sat down and we got through it, and we got him all the way through it. So that was brilliant. I then did some stuff on the old archtop slide guitar, which seems to generate quite a bit of interest, not just in the guitar itself, so but also in the, if you can call it technology. Well, I suppose that's a word for it, that I was using to mic the damn thing up with, and so I did a vid on that. That was good fun. You know, I'm not so much as a craftsman as a vandal, really. But people still seem to enjoy what I was doing, and hopefully it's given a few people some ideas about stomp boxes, about miking up guitars for, you know, what I refer to as an authentic blues sound, whatever that is. I should probably clarify, it doesn't mean that I don't like the sound of expensive guitars, and you know, I don't appreciate that sort of thing, because I do. You know, if someone gave me a 3,000 quid guitar and a 5,000 quid amplifier, I'd love it, and I'd play some very, very nice, sweet things through it. But most of the time I leave that to other people, you know. It's horses for courses. And I think I said to someone the other day, you know, I wouldn't wear a winter's coat on a hot summer's day because it's just not right for the job. And I tend to record and write and play with various people and all sorts of different styles. You know, I don't consider myself a blues guitar player or a jazz guitar player or a folk guitar player, even though there's a lot of that in my playing. There's a lot of that influence. In fact, there's a lot of krautrock in my guitar playing. Stuff, you know, the old Tangerine Dream, Klaus Schultz, all that sort of stuff from the 70s, where they used a lot of sequencers, as Nigel Tufnell would say, simple lines intertwining. But you know, sequencers. You know, oh, nurse, and I use a lot of that in my playing as well. So when you hear some of my rhythmic guitar playing, a lot of stuff going on, watch out for that, because there'll be rhythms within rhythms and things moving around and doing all sorts of strange things. Oh, talking of rhythms and unusual approaches, check out a guy on YouTube, a guy called Nicky Barrow. Bereau, and he does some stuff. He does these little short videos of him playing, quite often a beaten up old Telecaster with a double rail pickup on the back, through a load of distortion to a howling drum beat with a flamenco rhythm to a blues tune. And what's not to like? How could you not like that? And we've had a couple of interesting conversations, me and him, about his influences and things like that, and some very interesting stuff going on there. Yeah, if you want a bit of inspiration for another direction to go, have a look at that, because that's all good fun. Anyway, there's someone here with some doggies, so I'll just talk to them for a minute. Hello, hello. Hello, hello. All right then, mate. Almost fell down a bloody great hole there. Oh, there's another bloody great hole here, look. Hang on, I'll show you. Bloody great hole. Yeah. That's the sort of thing I quite often fall down when I'm making videos in the woods, and there is a video of me falling down something very similar to that over the other side of the woods some while back. It's quite difficult to hold this camera and talk at the same time and not trip up and kill myself. And I think I'm completely lost as well. Never mind. Yeah, so go check out his stuff if you're interested in a completely different approach, something that I haven't really seen a lot of. And again, it might inspire you to think about other directions and other ways of going about your business, rhythmically, harmonically, etc. All very interesting. All very interesting. I've been on a bit of a happy buzz this last few weeks. I had a bit of a health scare recently, but some people might know about that. Most of you probably won't. It turned out to be absolutely nothing, but for a while there I thought I was in real serious trouble. Real serious trouble. But it turned out to be nothing to worry about. So that's given me a bit of a spring in my step and a bit of a smile on my face, and chilled me out a little bit. So you know, I disappeared off YouTube for a couple of weeks back, and that was probably the main reason, was because I had other things on my brain to worry about. But so you're stuck with me for a while longer at the moment, so I ain't going nowhere yet. So that's good news for me. I don't know how that's good news for you, but we don't worry about that sort of thing. I'm not going to make this a very long video or a very long walk. I just really, just want to give a bit of a shout out and just give you a change of scenery, really. Come out here, and stagger about. It's just so nice. The light in here is gorgeous today. This town I live in, Wivenhoe in Essex. Wivenhoe. There's another place over the river called Fingeringhoe. Fingeringhoe. Seriously, you should come over to England. We have hilarious place names. You know, there's a place called 1 Mile Bottom, not too far from here, and various other places. It's great fun. There's some real filth going on. But this place, Wivenhoe, has some fantastic light, and it's been a favourite place of various artists and things like that, and the artistic community come out here. And as I mentioned before, John Constable, the very, very famous painter, did a lot of stuff around this area. Obviously when he was still alive. He tried it after he died, but he couldn't hold the brush properly apparently, so he had to stop that. But that was a bit unfortunate, because obviously as soon as an artist dies, the price of their work goes up. But he was too dead to exploit it. Kaboom! And I have no idea where I am. So that's what I'm doing over here, is just taking a bit of a stroll. It's about 5 or 6 o'clock, 5:30, and the light is gorgeous, and the woods have really, really grown up over the last few weeks. And I'm going to take a stroll this way, head back down the hill towards home. Some people smashing some things up with a hammer by the sounds of it. I'll let them get on with that. That's how I normally repair my guitars, isn't it, with a hammer and oh blimey, stick. And I seem to have wandered completely off the path now and into the middle of a jungle. Fantastic stuff. Oh well, it's all good fun. As long as no one shoots me or stabs me, I don't really care. But those teenagers, what are they like, eh? Stabby, that's what they're like. Well, if I go through here, I'll be bloody lucky, because I think they've wandered right off the beaten track. Here we go. Yep. This way. Yay! Oh, crap. And back over here. This has turned into the Blair Witch Project, this bloody video, all of a sudden. Oh, there's a path over there, I'm going to hit that one. I'm going to carry on walking along the main path till we come out to the main field, where there'll probably be loads more teenagers, and you know, see if I get into a knife fight, something like that, because this is Essex, as I say, and our teenagers are notoriously stabby around here, but not in a bad way. You know, they're only having a bit of fun. It's only because we don't have, they can't get guns, so you've got to feel sorry for them. So eBay don't really like selling people things like that over here, so for some reason. I think it's because people shoot each other once they have guns. Bizarre. Who would have thought it? Anyway, I'm rambling, quite literally. Rambling into a hedge, into a bush, through the brambles, and here's another path. And this is the one I'm going to follow now, because I know this one runs along back up the hill and then down the hill and then back to Disgracelands. Oh man, I started teaching my brother guitar the other week as well, which was really good. He's really enjoying it, and it's all pretty cool. This is such a nice day, such a nice day. And the student that I teach on every other Thursday just emailed me a little while ago and says he's just bought himself a couple of little guitar slides, a couple of new guitar slides, one standard length and one short length, and he said, can we have a look at doing some blues stuff tomorrow? And he sort of mentioned some C6 Steve stuff he wants to do, because I mentioned the other week I'm going to give him a guitar. I've got an old Washburn D25 SN that in its day was a fantastic guitar, but it has been brutalised over the years. It's another one I rescued from being thrown in the rubbish, and slapped an old set of tuners on it and whatever else. It's been dropped a few times and it has a couple of problems, but it's good enough to use as a sort of campfire guitar, you know. If the fire goes out you can chuck the guitar on there, but it's good enough to use as something, you know, for strumming a few tunes when you're out and about with your mates and whatever else, and you don't really have to worry. It doesn't matter if it gets rained on or dropped or thrown up into or you know, stuff. It makes no difference. And if it gives it another year or two's worth of life, then that's really cool. The neck on it is twisted, so when you play the high E string above somewhere like the 7th fret, it goes out. And he's aware of that. But as I say, for open chord stuff and just for messing about with and just having some fun and whatever, it absolutely does the job. And in its day, I say, was a very, very nice guitar, so we're pretty much top of the range Washburn, I think. Yeah, D25 SN, I think late 80s or 90s or something. And I've been looking on eBay at something very similar, and I think that might be something I go for, that I get myself next, a wooden acoustic guitar, believe it or not. Has Robbo shunned plastic? No! I love my plastic guitars, you all know that. But, excuse me, I just fancy another wooden acoustic that I can chuck into standard tuning. For those mellow moments. So that's what I'm going to do. So yeah, I'm going to give that guitar away possibly tomorrow. I wanted to get some new strings for it, but I went into Colchester, which is big town over there, last week, and it was the school holidays and it drove me insane. Everybody who was in there was just shouting at each other, standing this far away from each other and still shouting because they're mental, and it rather did my head in. I don't cope too well with crowds or people or noise or town centres, or fresh air, or lunatics, or people who shout, or anybody. I don't cope too well. But that's another story. That's a result of a nervous breakdown about a dozen years ago, caused by a prolonged outbreak of accountancy on my part. But as I say, that's another story. That's about a dozen years ago, and I'm still recovering from all that. But I'm in probably the best shape I have been since it happened, and continuing to improve. And obviously, teaching and doing all this is giving me a lot of encouragement. And I think anyone that goes through something like that, it's easy to lose your sense of self-worth and your identity, and you tend to devalue yourself. You think you're not capable of things, you think you're not worthy of other people's attention and other people's company and this sort of stuff. And you sit down and actually reflect on that and realise it's actually not the case at all, and most people think that about themselves anyway. And sometimes you just need a little push in the right direction to get things moving. You know you're going to experience some setbacks along the way. Yeah, that's life, isn't it, mate? That's life. That's the way it is for all of us. So, yeah, this is why I'm teaching again. Just started teaching again back in January, as I say. I'm just building up a few students. I've got 4 or 5 now every other week on average. So I just need about another 20 students, and we'll be there. You know, I'll be supporting myself again and having fun, which is what it's all about. So, anyway, I think I've been yattering on long enough. I don't know how I've managed to keep this right arm at this blooming angle for that long without falling over and killing myself and not looking where I'm going or treading in dog poo. I hope I haven't trodden in dog poo. This is Essex. Of course I've trodden in dog poo. It's a national sport. It's what our county's famous for. That and stabby teenagers, obviously. So anyway, that's all really. Bit of a rant, bit of a ramble, bit of a nonsensical, non-directional thing, but I quite like watching this sort of stuff on YouTube when other people are doing it. So if it's the sort of thing you enjoy, thank you very much for watching. If it's not, then you wouldn't have stuck by to see this part of it anyway. So I can say what I like. I'm not gunning though. All right, I'm going to leave it there. Take it easy, good people. And I'll catch you on the next one. I think next one I'm going to probably just do some guitar playing. I think it's about time that I just shut up, put a guitar in my hand and play the tune. And that's what I'm going to do. Oh look, we're back here at the Troll Bridge now. So, this is the Troll Bridge. Goes under the railway line. It's only about 6 foot tall. I'm about 6'2", so I've got a duck. Watch out for the trolls and the male wizards, or whatever they're called. I don't know. Is there a name for people like that? I think so. There's a helmet on a motorbike. And here we are. The gravel path to grannies, as they say in folk circles. Disgracelands is that way. About 2 minutes, and I'm heading there. See you soon. Have fun. Cheers.